Alright, you've seen the rumors, you've heard what's going on. Etika's talking about it, Relax is talking about it. Game Explain's probably made like 20 videos about it, and you've got multiple news sources reporting on it. We are getting Smash Bros. On the Nintendo Switch. Or at least it's heavily speculated. Now when it comes to Smash Bros. Hype, things get a bit out of hand as we've seen in the past. Many of us get trigger happy and assume that things aren't true, or we dwell too much on what someone said or what they might have said. It turns into a massive game of telephone. However, the sources spouting these rumors have a very reputable past, and it's safe to have a talk on what my expectations are, what I want to see from this alleged port, and my reasonings behind it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So the rumor states that there's going to be some new characters coming to the Nintendo Switch port of Smash Bros. Now right off the bat, we go to the Smash ballot. Think about it. The results of the ballot haven't even been released yet, and they might never be. What could be hiding behind this locked vault of votes? Could it be characters like King K. Rool and Skeptile? Or could it be your Shreks and Corys in the house? Why Nintendo hasn't released this information, we still don't know. But many people use it as more evidence toward a Nintendo Switch port of this game and it having new additions to the roster. The game has an astounding 58 playable characters. That's crazy. Yet it's such a strange number to leave off on. It's understandable seeing how some characters were cut during development due to hardware limitations, but seeing as how Sakurai is a perfectionist makes this all a bit more strange. It's believed that 2 more characters will be added to the Smash Bros. Roster in the Switch edition of this game. Who will they be? We won't know until something happens. Doesn't mean we can't join in on speculation. Now adding 2 characters to the roster will make it an even 60, a solid number, and a well-rounded one to leave things off. Who will be the first character added to the finalized roster? Well, this is all my own opinion, but the first character is going to be a veteran to the series. Could it be Pichu, Snake, Wolf, Squirtle? Actually, none of these, and I think you see where I'm going with this. It's gonna be none other than the Ice Climbers. Think about it. Not only were the Ice Climbers in development for Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS, and you can find leftover data on certain versions of the game of their existence, but they are a staple to the franchise since their debut in Melee. The Ice Climbers are a very important part of Smash's history, and Nintendo's history. The game has felt a bit empty without them, like a black hole on the middle of the selection screen. It was said that the Ice Climbers were fully functional on the Wii U version of Smash Bros. However, when it came to the 3DS, the hardware was limited and couldn't handle more than 4 characters on the screen at once. Seeing as how Ice Climbers are 2 characters acting as one, they would continue to remain unfinished and lost in existence. But I think they're gonna come back, woo! So as for the second addition to the roster, it's really up in the air now. Seeing as how Nintendo has many partners and sponsors with the Nintendo Switch, their character selection is now much broader than before, not held back by layers upon layers of licensing and other fair use issues. So could it be a Shovel Knight, Inkling, Shantae? All of these were very highly recommended choices on the Smash ballot. As for who I think it is, I actually have no clue or a hunch about a particular character or franchise. With all of these brands and sponsors, Nintendo really has a large pool to select characters from for the Switch edition. As for characters I want to be in the game, he was already turned into a Mii costume! I would absolutely love to see something we haven't seen that's popular, but often thought of that they're not fit for the game. I think it would be awesome to see Shovel Knight due to its growing popularity on the Wii U with multiple DLC releases and constant community support. I want to see Goku, as I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball, and he works great in games such as Smash Flash 2. Or to see something old and reputable such as Bomberman or Simon Belmont. They're also a big part of Nintendo's history, as they were on some of their old consoles as well. Whatever comes to this port, if it does exist, I'll be happy of the outcome regardless. New characters and new content for my favorite game? How could I even be upset? So what are your thoughts? Who do you want to see? Tell me down below. I for one am super excited that another edition of Smash Bros. Could be coming so soon, and with brand new content. Thanks for watching, have a good one, and I'll see you all later.